Drones will be the highest tier of resource gathering. This way, players that advanced far in the game can focus on more important things than manually gathering materials. Also, we moved on to the next island map iteration and used World Machine software for terrain modeling in combination with programmed features. Hello and welcome to another Volcanoids dev diary. Drillship itself is a complex machine full of mechanical parts. Today we would like to introduce a concept that will expand Drillship's capacity and allow automation of resource gathering. This feature will be available only for high-level ships and can be combined with other modules such as ore detector. The idea is that player approaches a landing site, scans the area and deploys mining drones to get the resources. This is a very basic implementation done to ensure it plays well with the drillship concept and can be added in the future to enhance the gameplay. Based on the story, player will reach the island in a submarine. The same submarine will always be close to the beach and work as player's safe house, both for single and multiplayer cases. Players will be able to respawn, trade, get quests and meet other players. If player loses all equipment and even the drillship, the submarine will provide support to get back to the game. To ensure all players can enter and exit the submarine safely, players will be using boarding drones that bring them from shore and back to the island. Drillship will be equipped with many types of modules in different tech levels. We want to make sure each module type has its own unique visual so that player can easily recognize equipment of a drillship when spotted. Another important part of the concept is support of deployment animation, where every module has to go from a small cargo box into large mechanical object. Currently we are experimenting with different shapes and trying to find those that best work with the modular system. In previous dev diary, we established a set of rules that map has to follow in order to work well with the drillships. If you didn't see the island concept, check the YouTube card for more info. This time we want to apply the rules when creating terrain map in World Machine. Same as before, the main goal is to ensure all landing sites can support deployment of a drillship. Once the test tile was done, we exported several textures that are needed for further terrain implementations. Mainly the splat map used for object placement and height map for shaping the terrain in Unity. The Volcanoids island will be a huge map with many different areas. We want to automate as much as possible to avoid manual terrain sculpting or placement of objects. One of the implemented features is the object placement based on splat map. In this case, it's the white circle. This feature allows us to set placement rules for pretty much everything, from grass sprites, foliage stones, to trees. All can be tweaked by adjusting values or graphs. Another interesting feature is dust map that appears when volcano erupts and slowly fades away as island transforms back to normal state. If you would like to know more about the island states, please check the video in the YouTube card. This is final look of our small terrain tile that was used for testing all the features and worked as stepping stone for complete island map. That's all for this week's dev diary. The Volcanoids island and all its parts are the main focus at this point, and that's why we are going to dedicate our next dev diary to terrain generation as well. This time it's going to be much closer to the actual map that will be in the final game, with all the textures, moving drill shapes and island state changes. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. The first playable alpha is still in process, but if you would like to be notified once it's available, please subscribe to our website volcanoids.com. Thank you for watching and see you next dev diary.